guys, Long Haul Larry, and I am empty. I am empty here. Got empty last night. Actually, I got here and they told me to come park over here. And I figured I would not get empty until 8 o'clock this morning, but they got me in like 45 minutes or so. And got me empty right away. And then I pulled over here, back over here in his lot, and went back to sleep. So now I've got my 10-hour break done. I actually got woken up in the middle. Come on, Larry. Can't shift for some reason. Having trouble shifting this thing. I got woken up in the middle of it, and this guy knocking on my door. I'm like, what the heck? Thought it was security or something. By the time I got up and got some clothes on and everything, came out, then the guy was going over to another truck. He was in a car. I got a guy's windshield wiper. He's got his windshield wiper on. See that on his back window? It's just, the windshield wiper's going nonstop. But he's got no wiper blade. And the guy was going over to another truck and knocking on that guy's truck, and the guy must have looked out the window at him, and he was like, telling him to come. And the guy had on like an Amazon jacket or something. He was talking to the guy for a second, and then the guy must have told him to get out of there or something. And he got in his car and he left. And there's actually a picture when you check in of a vehicle, and it says that be cautious out in the lot because there's been guys out there knocking on people's doors trying to sell things and stuff. It could be stolen, or it could be trying to rob you or whatever. And so that's probably what it was. He was trying, like, had something he was trying to sell or whatever. But now we are heading to go pick up a load of yogurt. It's really messed up. It really is. Because there's a lot of trucks. I'm trying to get all I could of that so I didn't run my tires off the edge and cut a tire. There's a lot of trucks here. There's local trucks, guys. They get loads from this place, and they take it over to the place I'm going, and then they load up over there and bring it back over here. I just don't understand why they just can't load it out over here. Why we gotta run over to this place and stuff. And I really don't understand because, well, this here is going, well, it's actually now Dannon, I believe. Up there in Orfield. I believe that's now Dannon. I think they bought that or something like that. I think it has Dannon on the side of the building. But, kind of stuck back here. There we go. But the thing is that I picked up that load in Mount Crawford at Dannon and brought it all the way back here. See about the camera. Brought it all the way down here to Texas to Dannon. And now I'm picking up a Dannon load and going all the way back up there. Sure does seem like a lot of wasted traveling around. I don't know. It seems like everything is trucked back and forth. I mean, I'm going from one Dannon plant to another all the way across the country. I would think that there'd be, maybe they don't make the product or something at that facility or something, but there's got to be someplace closer. Seems kind of weird. But that's trucking. That happens all the time in trucking. You just haul things back and forth, back and forth. And it's like, why? Tell me there's nothing closer? Who knows? It's a conundrum. Well, here we are, guys. We've been here many a times in the past. Seems like it's all new to me over again. Oh, the gate's even open. Yay! Trucks only. Visitors and employees use the other lots. These guys were really nuts about COVID. When the COVID was going on, they were really nuts about it. They actually had somebody sitting out there in that gate out there, and you would have to go and push the button, and then they'd finally come out there by you. And then they would come out there with a little temperature gun and take your temperature of your forehead through the wire mesh. Well, I got that one parked right there in the way, don't they? This place here is very tight, parking and stuff. Looks like I may. Oh, no, nobody waiting. They get in the door right away. You basically just pull up here and just stop right here, and then you walk up there and check in, because they kind of go back and forth on this little road here, and tankers do and stuff. I'm gonna go check in. Well, that was really speedy. As I was actually walking in there, a lady was walking out. She's like, "You checking in?" I was like, "Yep." She asked me my pickup info and all this stuff. She started looking on her phone. I don't know if they do this now mobily or what, but she took all my information. She's like, "Go ahead and back into 2. I gotta get things set up better if I'm gonna be driving and stuff. For like cameras and stuff. I really don't have a lot of my gear here and stuff. I've been flying back and forth, and really I've been just doing a lot of work in the shop and everything, so I just have the main camera with a pedestal and stuff. But I'll get it all taken care of. Alright, I gotta go pull my load locks out and slide my tandems. Alright guys, that was a real nice quick load. Got me right into the door, and away I go. I am loaded up 42,337 pounds of yogurt off for Moorfield. I believe it's Dannon now, but off for Allentown, Pennsylvania. So we got 1,497 miles to go. We're gonna try to knock out a decent chunk of it tonight, get up into Tennessee like we usually do. Maybe even the most famous cockroach truck stop, huh? I have it scaled out with the trailer. It's not a very good load job they have on here. This tree makes it so hard to see cars coming up out of this tunnel. Okay, I think they're stopping now. So now I just got a cop I gotta worry about. Here we go. But I have it scaled out with the load scale on the trailer. Like I said in the last one, I don't have one in this truck. This truck does not have a load scale inside, but with this heavy of a load I would definitely scale it anyways. But we've hauled these loads many a times and they do scale out. It is kind of weird loaded. It's like a lot of big tall pallets. I looked up in there. Oops, that's my gear again. Come on, Larry. I am just having a problem getting back into truck driving mode or something here. But I looked up in there when I put the load locks on, and I mean, it's solid double pallets as far as I could see. And they're big, tall pallets too. So I don't know. But we've hauled this load so many times, it does scale out. It's usually like the 5th or 6th hole. And I got it scaled out. It was 33,900 on the trailer. And I know that the load scale on the trailer is correct. I just calibrated it. So we're probably pretty good, but I will definitely stop and check it out. I mean, a $13 scale ticket is a lot better than getting shut down in the scale and overweight and everything else. Getting that ticket, messing up your CSA score, all that stuff. But we are off like a herd of turtles. 1,497 miles to go. See ya. Hey guys, we are at the famous Cockroach truck stop. I've been up for a little while now. Just got done with my 10-hour, and I actually went for a walk down the road and everything. But just got to do a quick check over on this truck. Just doing a simple pre-check. Here, my EPU running all good. Things been working good. Basically, just doing a quick inspection on everything, seeing if we see any problems and stuff. Got to remember, this is this motor here, you know, everything's been out of it and stuff. I'm concerned on what this is. Alright, we got a little bit of an oil leak down the side of the block there. Have to check that out more in the future when we get back. We're just checking the brakes and everything, just looking over everything. Here's our brand new belts we blew the last time. Seem to be holding up. I actually have a brand new set with me. Well, one brand new. The big belt is brand new. The other one I pulled out of the white truck. And I have them with me so that I can just in case they blow again for some reason. I don't know why they blow. All the idler gears and everything are brand new, so I don't know why they blow. I have a coolant leak. It's really strange too. It's coming out the cap. We're gonna tighten that cap down. You can see it's coming right out of the cap. It's blown out of the cap. So I'm gonna tell the boss that we're gonna have to have a new cap. You can see it's all coming down here. So I'll tell the boss that we're gonna have to have a new cap for this one. But coolant level is still okay. Still within the range. Checking the oil. Oil, we're right on the max amount. Where it should be. Just keeping an eye on this thing, you know what I mean? We definitely got a coolant coming out the cap. And I'm gonna tell you that when I got into this truck, the coolant was down like a cold minimum. And I added some coolant, and this cap is really weird. It twists off really weird. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get a new cap probably, but the cap is all boogered up. Somebody probably cranked on too tight. We're just checking over everything. We can go ahead and fire this puppy up now. Alright, so we are checking over everything. I gotta fix that corner of that grill. I gotta build something on the back side of it that pulls it in tighter. The bolt is all the way tight, but it doesn't pull it in tight. I gotta figure something out when I get back to the shop. I'm checking our blinkers, clearance lights, our lights. Everything is good there. Checking our clearance lights up on the top, blinkers on the side. Checking our bright lights. Good to go.
coming back here, I just put air to the trailer, and so I want to make sure that my warning detection light for my auto inflate is on, which it is. It's lit up. It's putting air into it, and that means that there's air going through the system. That needs to turn off though. If that doesn't turn off, because I have all these set up right, if that does not turn off, then you got a problem with the tire or something's leaking. We're gonna climb up in here, make sure our fuel caps are all good. Nobody tried to siphon fuel out of us last night. Check our reefer. Alternator belt is getting loose. We're gonna have to tighten the alternator belt. Oil is right at the mark. Checking our other two belts. Seem to be good shape, no cracking and no loose. And then as I come down, I'm gonna open this up, look up there, make sure we got coolant in our reservoir, which we do. Stupidest place I've ever seen to put a coolant reservoir. Can't get to it, the driver can't get to it. I can, you gotta climb up the back of the cab and then reach over. I've done it many a times. But you're not gonna expect many drivers to do that. We're gonna check down in here for our brake pads, making sure that we got no oil leaking out, nothing looks abnormal, got no leaks on those dry seals there or nothing. All the brake components are all in place, slack adjusters and everything else. The brake chambers or something, nothing's rusted and broken off. These are those new tires that we put on. Not really sure on them. I did order balance rings for these tires. I don't know. I know they came in, but I don't know why they're not on here. Boss number put them on. Checking our lights. Looking at our brakes back here. These are all brand new. I just put these all on. Our airbags and everything. Looking at our fifth wheel, make sure she's locked up. While we're underneath here, just looking at everything over, make sure there's nothing hanging, nothing else. Excuse me. And look at the frame rails underneath the trailer, make sure there's nothing dangling or nothing like that. Because I'll tell you what, those roads down in Texas, they can be like a roller coaster. Break some things loose. Coming down the trailer, we're gonna look at all our clearance lights. Everything is lit up top. All the ones that are lit on the bottom. That one in the front corner actually wasn't working when I picked up the trailer. I rewired that thing today. It was just a wire, the connector was actually broken. And so I put the little connector to pull it apart. I just put a little butt connector and spliced the wire back together. Now she's working. Got our blinkers blinking and it's on for clearance. When we're walking back here, we're listening for air leaks. Okay, that's all we're doing it because I got air being supplied to this. So we're listening for air leaks. Tires are in all good shape. Brake chambers are all good. You can hear the air going through the system. I don't know why I'm coughing. I don't know why. Checking our brake pads, make sure there's no oil that's coming out of the brake drums. That'd be a leaking seal. But you can hear the air that's going through the system. It's just a real slight air. And what that's doing is filling and balancing all the tires out and everything. That's why that fill light is on, because it's sensing that air is going through. Now when we drive down the road, we want to make sure that it goes off. If it doesn't go off, then we got a screw in the tire or something. It also can be a leaking hubcap. I thought that was a snake. It can be one of those leaking hubcaps. That happens. And I've showed that in the past in inspection of trailers. There's a little hose that comes off on the axle, and if you put your finger over it and then you release it after like 30 seconds, if it goes psh, then you got air being built up in the axle, and it seems to always be one of those hubs is leaking. But it's not a great amount. It's just real slow, and that's what it's meant to do. It balances all the tire pressures out. Checking our brakes underneath here. These are getting down there. These back brakes are probably within I'd say a 1/4 inch of the DOT line. So probably a few months left of running on these. So they'll be fine. Looking all the tires over, make sure the brake chamber's none, hanging. No slack adjusters hanging. Hopefully no snakes are back in here and get me. Checking our lights, make sure everything's flashing the way it should be, everything's lit up. Our lights up on top are all lit, flashing. It's got those special deals on there. Coming down this side of it. This is R65. This one here has this frame member that's cracked. Someday I need to get this to my house in Wisconsin. I need to try to straighten this out the best I can and plate this all. It used to be bent way out. You couldn't even actually bend up, back up to a dock. A certain driver had an accident, and he's not working. He doesn't work here anymore. Let's just put it that way. So nobody blame this on John or nothing. But this was bent way out. I actually got it right after it happened. You couldn't even back up to a dock. You couldn't get close enough. There was a gap. And so I actually found a pole in a parking lot, and I put the pole right onto that corner, and I just kept putting my truck in reverse and ramming it. I actually pushed it back in. It works. But I do need to plate that. The boss did have it checked out at a place, a utility place, to fix it and everything. And it was like, I can't remember how much it was. I think it was like $5,000 or something. It was a crazy amount. I can weld a plate on there. It'll be just fine. Well, we're checking our lights up on top. They're all lit. Bottom lights are working good back here. Looking over our tires. Flashing and lit. All the clearance lights are lit. Make sure I got no leaking on the outside of the tires. And the flashers are flashing up here, the turn signals and everything else. That's just basically a quick check over on the truck that I do every day. Getting going and everything. Just keeping an eye on things. So what we basically have going on is we need a new radiator cap, and I need to get up there and tighten the alternator belt. Now it just started, you didn't hear it like squeal or nothing, but it still needs to be tightened. It is loose, and it will start squealing, and then it'll start throwing codes for alternator and everything else. So, but yeah, that's just a quick check that I do every day. And then usually when I'm out trucking, what I do is once a week, I really get into it. And I do a full DOT inspection. But that's just a check that I do every day. And then I'll get up inside there, and I'll actually shut the truck off and bleed off the air. And make sure that all the safety deals pop and everything, that the low air light comes on and that the brakes pop. And once I'm done with that, I'm out of here. That's my pre-trip. So I got about 909 miles to go today, and I'm going to knock out about 700 of it. And then I'll go to sleep tonight and get up tomorrow morning and finish it and deliver it into Orefield. See ya. Well, guys, here we are. We made it to Orefield.
We got ourselves a 1,497 mile load done. And it is time to back it up in here. That's a good sign when you open the door and the load is all intact and upright. Right? They want you to pull your load locks out of here. Load looks good. And it's Yo Crunch is what I hauled. Whoa. Try and do this one-handed here. The thing you're never supposed to do. Don't jump. I always use the load lock kind of as a walker stick when I jump out of there. Not what you're supposed to do. Three-point contact. I was a bad boy just now. But after this, I have to run to Bethlehem, which is just up the road. Load up there, and then I'm taking it to, I can't remember the name of the town. It's by Richmond, Virginia. I think I forgot to pop my brakes, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I gotta pop my brakes and then slide my tandems and back up.
Well, boys and girls, that's a truck driver having a bad day. He was pulling out and I saw it dropping. I went, whoa, 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 whoa. And he stopped and the trailer just caught on the frame of the truck when he stopped. He's got some hoisting to do. I think I'm gonna get out there and help him.
Well, hey guys, I guess I forgot to record last night coming down here. I ran the 476, 95. Ran it all the way down here and stuff. But I got down here to Fredericksburg, Virginia. And got my bills all signed and everything else. Took about 4 hours to get unloaded. But I am off now. I am like super trucker. I'm back off to Mount Crawford. And gonna go pick up another load. I got about a 2-hour deadhead over there. And I'm gonna go pick up another load. And I don't know what that car's doing up there. And heading right back to Dallas. So I'm like Mr. Truck Driver now. All I'm doing is trucking back and forth. Hey, that's all right. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope that everybody out there is having themselves a great day, great night as they watch this here video. And if you're not, certainly try that all over again tomorrow. This place, yeah, you know, it's a McLean and stuff. It's not very good. There is a Hardee's that if you ever come here, there is a Hardee's right at the end of this street and they have some parking, but it's pretty much full. And they turn a lot of people around. The truckers come up to the gate here nonstop. The whole time I've been here, I came in here an hour before my appointment, and I think it was the first one, and they did park me on the side and let me stay in there, but everybody else, they were turning them away, telling them they got to go park, and they were pointing back at the Hardee's. So, yeah, it's not the greatest place. It took forever, 4 hours, but that's not the end of the world. Alrighty, guys. Time to get deadheading. See ya.